G'day everyone and welcome to Louth! We've just been out to visit the cemetery here, but we'll be back later because we'll be here for the exact moment that the sun will shine and hit the cross on the wonderful monument erected by Thomas Matthews as a memorial to his late wife. So we're looking forward to that. You have to be here at the exact moment. Yes, you do. So that morning we left the beautiful Rose Isle Station and we pointed ourselves in the direction of Louth, which is only a very short distance away. We were super keen to see this 8-metre high polished granite cross that memorialises Mary Matthews, the wife of Louth's founder, magically light up for 3 minutes at sunset. Now it's a good thing Louth was only half an hour away because this morning we had problems. We're leaving today and I'm just hooked up and we've had something go wrong as usual. So Samantha here at Rose Isle has been good enough to give us some wire so that we can fix the problem. This will be an easy fix. This is how you fix the caravan jockey wheel when the split pin breaks. There you go. With a little farming ingenuity, our caravan jockey wheel was now repaired. Thanks to Samantha from Rose Isle Station. See, I told you she'll look after you. Where are we heading today, Jackie?
We're off to Louth today. So that's about 30 kilometres away from Rose Isle Station, which is where we've been staying.
Well, that's the perfect distance for us. It's like I say, we don't like to travel far. We quickly checked out Louth. It's only a tiny town, so it doesn't take long. I mean, if you blink, you could miss it. And we headed across the river to the free camp. Well, we've just arrived in Louth and we're on the other side of the river. Beautiful bridge over here. And check this out. Here's where the water level came up 2022. Look at that. Creek is just down there. The Darling River came up that high. It's hard to believe that our ram and caravan would have been underwater here. Anyway, we found a nice little spot to set up for the night before heading back over the river to Shindy's Inn. This rustic and unique Australian hotel in Louth, situated on the banks of the Darling River and renowned for its fishing, yabbying and bird life, not to mention colourful locals, was the perfect place for Jack and I to spend the afternoon before grabbing some dinner and once again heading out to Louth's historic cemetery. We've just left the pub with some really nice tucker. The sun is getting lower and lower, so that's what we're waiting for, it to reflect off the cross. So hopefully we're here for it. So whilst we waited, I checked out some of the other historic graves, but as the sun moved lower on the horizon, I began thinking we weren't going to catch this special moment. Well, I'm pretty sure we've missed it. The sun's almost down. Looks beautiful, by the way. Well, unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. It was time to head back to Shindy's Inn for a drink. But before we go, here's an artist's impression of what it might have looked like. The next day, Jackie and I were up, ready to seize the day. So we packed up, hitched up, and hit the road. We were leaving Louth and heading to Trilby Station.
We're heading to Trilby Station, which is 20 k's away from Louth, so it's not a long drive. Trilby Station is a working sheep station and they provide accommodation, bunkhouses, off-grid camping, powered sites. So we're going to be doing some off-grid camping very close to the Billabong.
A nice leisurely 20-kilometre drive. What could go wrong? Well, on one part of this road, Just as I was looking at the side mirror extension on the ram, it bloody fell off. Just as I'm looking at the mirror, it fell off.
Lucky it didn't break.
No, that would have been 7 years bad luck. For 7 generations, the Murrays of Trilby Station have called the banks of the Darling River home. They want you to visit and experience their beautiful backyard, and Jackie and I were happy to oblige. We've just turned into Trilby Station and the heat is absolutely ferocious. It's 41 degrees. Oh my goodness. Needless to say, we were in a hurry to check in, get ourselves set up and cool ourselves off in the waters by the Billabong we were planning to camp by. We grabbed our directions, drove out past the airfield and the aircraft hangar. Let's take the helicopter out.
This is us here, Bonnie.
We Bonnie. Camping by the Billabong was the best call to make. This would be our home for the next week or so, and we only had to share it with this family. Well, we've arrived at Trilby Station. It's 41 degrees, bloody stinking hot, which is why we're here in this beautiful Billabong, which we're camped by. And tomorrow we'll be heading over to Dunlop Station for morning tea. So we're looking forward to that. Well, we're back in the water. Just like a jolly swagman, we camped by the Billabong, which is great because it's still, how hot is it, love?
It's about 38 degrees and it's 6 o'clock.
Well, we'd certainly settled in nicely, and I was keen to explore this 320,000 acre property. Jackie and I were looking forward to a unique outback experience and a glimpse into a way of life not often accessible to outsiders. And tomorrow we'd be catching up with some special friends. Well, here we are. It's our first night here at Trilby Station, and we've spent most of the day in the waters behind me in the Billabong here. I'm really glad we camped by the Billabong, and it's been 40 odd degrees today, but tomorrow it's going to be a cool 30 degrees and we'll be heading over to Dunlop Station, so I'm really looking forward to that. We'll be having morning tea there, so that'll be great. So this is the spot. Can't wait to explore. The next morning I was excited not only to be exploring Dunlop Station, but to be catching up with our friends Kay and Ian, fellow travellers we met back at Roseisle Station, who were joining Jackie and I on the Dunlop tour. Today we'd be stepping back in time with Kim, the owner of the historic Dunlop Station, which has a rich and fascinating history.
Who's that you've got there, Wayne?
It's me, mate. I amused myself whilst the adults enjoyed a beaut morning tea, and then we got to explore the house and its surroundings. This beautiful homestead was built by Sir Samuel McGahey, the Sheep King, an Irish-born politician, pastoralist and philanthropist. Let's hear Daffy Duck say that. He came out to Australia in April 1856. By 1880, Sir Samuel owned Turley and Dunlop Stations, which was about 3 million acres. And at the height of Sir Samuel's empire, he owned a whopping 14 1 million square acre blocks of land in New South Wales. After our tour of the homestead and the Dunlop store, we proceeded on to the famous Dunlop wool shed. And what was the Dunlop shearing shed famous for? Well, this original 45-stand wool shed was the scene of the first full-scale machine shearing of 184,000 sheep in 1888. This was the first mechanised shearing shed in the world. And when they brought the sheep in for shearing, The sheep run was 17 miles long. Just imagine how many sheep and how much dust there would have been. So it comes as no surprise why the woolshed was so far away from the homestead. The Dunlop Station tour is a must-see, and Kim does an amazing job of painting a picture of life on a sheep station in the 1800s. Jackie and I spent the rest of the afternoon catching up with our mates Ian and Kay, and imagine Jackie's surprise when she bumped into Emma, an old workmate and fellow traveller here at Trilby Station. It's a small world indeed. Well, tomorrow was a new day, and it was time to explore Trilby Station. Apart from grazing merino sheep since 1860 and being a whopping 320,000 acre property, well, for me, Trilby Station has the best Outback dunnies ever. I spend each morning contemplating life while surveying the kingdom from my own throne. You see, these Outback dunnies have no doors, and I reckon that's a bonza idea. Trilby Station offer everything for your accommodation and camping needs. Powered van sites, river campsites, Billabong sites. They have bunkhouses, shearers' quarters, overseers and gillaroos cottages, bathroom amenities, camp kitchen, gazebo and a paved campfire pit. They have canoes and yabby nets and a refreshing swimming pool. Not that you need it, because the Billabong is bloody perfect. Well, this is our first full day here at Trilby Station, and really looking forward to this. Cooked a hearty breakfast, and now I'm out paddleboarding on what's called a horseshoe Billabong, only for the fact that it's shaped like a horseshoe. We've got a crocodile skull up on the tree. How the bloody hell would they have got that? Hopefully not from the Billabong we were camped at. Come and have a look at the tree of knowledge, love. Maybe we could learn something here. I'd be underwater. Lucky we camped by the Billabong, because we'd have a bloody hard time getting down to the river. Every day here at Trilby Station is an adventure, and Jackie and I were loving every minute of it. Plus it was great to catch up with our mates Ian and Kay and Emma and Phil every arvo at the camp kitchen for happy hour. Actually, one arvo we got to check out Trilby's state-of-the-art shearing shed. This would be a marvellous opportunity to compare Dunlop's historic woolshed, which was built in the 1800s, with Trilby's very own modern-day shearing shed. How things have changed. Shearing sheds are smaller because shearing is way more efficient, and the sheep, they've been bred to be even bigger now. Modern-day sheep wouldn't fit through the chutes in Dunlop's historic woolshed, bit like modern-day humans. Jackie and I had experienced the spirit of the wide open spaces in Outback, New South Wales. We'd fished for yabbies for the first time ever, but just between you and I, we would have starved had we not have brought our own food with us. Oh, how magic is that, eh? How magic is that? Cooking a roast dinner tonight after having a few drinks with friends today. What are you cooking, good looking?
I'm getting the cauliflower and the broccoli ready, and I've got the lamb in the oven.
Started in the ziggy, but now it's in the oven. And we're going to book an extra night here because it's just so beautiful. And we've been busy paddleboarding, bike riding, checked out the shearing shed, emus, kangaroos everywhere. It's just nice. Nice! Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but give our past week in the Outback a score. Well, this past week, camping in Louth and Trilby Station, down by the Billabong, and getting to visit the historic Dunlop Station has been a lot of fun. The countryside out here is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I've had a fantastic time, and I'm giving the whole adventure a 5 out of 5. And I'm looking forward to what's next.
This past week we've stayed in Louth, Trilby Station and visited Dunlop Station. So if you want to get away from it all and experience the Outback, these are definitely some of the places to put on your bucket list. I'm giving our experience a 5 out of 5. I absolutely loved it.
Well, that's it for this week. Hope you liked the video. Hit the like and subscribe button, because I'm Artist Wayne.
And I'm Jackie, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.